rang ba kejala Conrad kongkal sangma hagas ni balang jong katayo ulong watla kejala kampat yok pentrekam yak airline permit ILP ne yak Meghalaya Residence Safety and Security Amendment Bill hendrai kala shim kilat kilenti ban iada na ka jingwan rung be-aiñ ki briew ki nabar shapoh kejala.
Habayakiran bagi nong patai kubor, Menteri Rang Ba Kejala Conrad kongkal sangma, ulaong bahag kabayday bagi jingwan rung be-aiñ ki briew ki nabar shapoh kejala. Kesorkar jela kam shim lasong klikti, nrei kelashimik sienjam bak babon kilat laki dai ki infiltration check gate, ne kejing tre juki tenat baper ban lap ekum kini ki briew bat ban palit pai no yaki. Ulaong bag kejing eper hapadeng ke airline permit bat ke MRSSA kalong, bagadan ni kejing temu bandan ni kejing kemi ibnia kejing wan rung jong unu briew shapoh kejala. Bat ke ILP briew baku aban rung un hab ban yo jing bitshwa. Ulaong bahadu menta kejala kadang ap na kesorkar India. Bat kesorkar India pat kam Meghalaya kanu kejubab ke basai kedar. Nrei kesorkar jela kan ai biteng ban penken mau kesorkar India halor kan kamat jeng dawa. Menteri Rang Ba ulong ba kesorkar India kalapan pai no ek MRSSA bat ba kesorkar jela kan ai ban kemi ibnia biang bat ban penbet thamai namar bagi don kat kan iki benta ki bam yahap bat ki kendon jong keriti sensyari. Ulong ba kesorkar jela kan sakmi ibnia biang bat kelas sedang banekran bat ki babon bat wat bat kekenhun kenoya sadan bat advocate general kejela. Barulong bah kesnem banwan selum kejingelang bat kekenhun beper banekran halor kenekamat.
So, as you said correctly, the issue is in flux, and obviously there are multiple, operations and multiple actions and multiple steps being taken at different levels. So, therefore, it's not that nothing is happening. And many steps have been taken by the government, whether it is the infiltration check gates, whether it is the overall move by the different departments to find these people and then move towards removing them, sending them back. So all these exercises have always been taking place in the past. But what is different for the ILP and for the MRSSA was the main concept of having some kind of a checking system for every person entering the state. So an ILP would require that and a permission by the person to require. So there has been a huge demand by the people and also by the resolution that we passed that there should be an ILP in the state of Meghalaya also. And hence we have appealed to Government of India, but Government of India has not given us any clear signal yet. So we're waiting for that and we're continuously reminding Government of India. At the same time, MRSSA is of course an alternative to the ILP, which we had pushed and passed in the Assembly. And we could not get a concurrence from the Governor, and it was sent to Delhi to the President for concurrence. And hence the Government of India then had written back to Government of Meghalaya saying that you could revisit it because certain sections are not in line with some constitutional provisions, and re-examine on how you would and rediscuss it. So based on that communication, we are now re-examining, and of course we are speaking to different stakeholders. We are speaking to our legal team, Advocate General. We are seeing how we could move on this. Matter is complicated because there are central laws, state laws, which we need to look at while we decide on all these aspects. But as I said, the process is continuous and we are continuously following it up.
Halor kejeng sapriang ki kubor baga North East Petroleum Mazdur Union bakal berngam bansangi akit umpniang syakajela Meghalaya. Nagaliang Menteri Rang Ba Kejala ulah penkesan bagi pulik kejela ki klem pendek yakit Govt jong kene ke union. Nrei la kami gitu gibidan keti bantu ek umpniang hashtag lenti. Hadin belayo kejeng ujor nak kitrai jong petrol pom ya kejeng ja ek umpniang nak kitangka haswa banpoi haki petrol pom. Menteri Rang Ba ulong bakam pak don setia kanu kejeng kejela hakabede bak kejeng penpoi ek umpniang petrol nak diesel shapoh kejela. Bat ulah kentu kipat ba bakim dai ban khuslai.
As I mentioned, that there was a complaint from the different petrol pumps that the tankers that were coming and bringing the oil into the state, pilferage was taking place in that, and about 10 to 15%, sometimes 20% of the oil actually was being taken out before it reached the petrol pump, and hence a huge loss for the petrol pumps. Based on that complaint, the police in Reboy conducted a massive operation, and they found solid evidence where they were able to pick up some people who were actually involved in all of this, and that was then converted into a harassment from police, which is not true at all. Police was only doing its job based on complaint by the petrol pump owners. But having said that, we have discussed with everybody. The matter is in court, They are requesting for bail, but bail is going to be granted only by court, not by the government. So that process is on, but in that process, some of the transporters were not satisfied, or concerned people were not satisfied, and hence discussions are still going on. But just to share with all of you that all efforts are being put in from the government side to ensure that public is not at the receiving end and there's no inconvenience to the people. So at this point in time, I would request the press as well as all the public not to worry about things. If there is a situation that comes in, then definitely the government of Meghalaya will inform the people accordingly. But let's not go with rumors. Let's not go with all news to just create panic among the people, because that is not what's happening as of now. Of course, there is a problem in the sense that the discussion is still on and we're trying to resolve it, but there is no immediate problem with the supply of petrol and diesel in the state. And I would request that there should not be any panic. From our side, as I said, if there is any situation, we will inform. But as of now, things are under control.
Menteri Rang ba Gejala Uloong Basyan Unsasdang no Ekajingshna ya kesurok Shillong Dauki Batdangshan ke National Highway and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited NHIDCL kalau dapat penkamti kakam ha ki lai bentash ki kontraktor bakin shna no ekane kesurok. Conrad kongkal sangma ulapan pau ke jingkermen baikane ke project shna surok na Shillong Shadauki bakan long ke bayat bed. Ha kabede bagajing sange no joki kontraktor ki barem machna ke surok Shillong Dauki Menteri Rang ba ulong bagadai namar bakilami bon palat ke jing ban peniat chakmat ekane ke project ki bagentup banyo ke jing bit na ketanat forest bat kidan ki benta ki bla sham jing ka ban penken ria ki tiar kitar kidan pat ki jing ha ka banyo ke jaka bakladon ru ke jing baki katu ke ni kishnong ha ka bakladon ke jing persya jong ki katu ke ni ki kenhuan bat ki we ki daw.
As you know that 2-3 packages the contractors had backed out and had surrendered the work in the Shillong Dauki Road. So recently the Government of India, the NHIDCL, has now tendered out and re-allotted the work to new contractors. I don't have the names of the contractors, the list with me right now, but we had a review meeting along with the new contractors just about 10-15 days back. And the idea was to just see their preparation and to give them a heads up that this is the working season and hence they should do all that they can to push as much work as possible in this next 6 months time. So we got a very good and positive response from them. So we expect that the machineries and the other manpower will be mobilized very, very soon, and shortly we should see the work in all these roads commence at full swing.
What is the main reason that the earlier contractor had to back out from this project?
There are multiple reasons. There is no one specific reason for the different packages. In some locations we had some issues with forest clearance. In some areas we had issues with utility shifting. In some areas we had problems with land acquisition. We had problems with also certain localities where there was certain opposition by certain communities and groups, and in some areas we had problem with land. So there were multiple problems, but in general, of course, the biggest challenge that Meghalaya faces, which is different from other states, is the fact that the land belongs to the community, and hence it is a very big task and challenge for us to be able to overcome that. And the communities and the individual owners are also in hundreds of numbers, not just one. So hence the exercise is very, very complicated, and we do face a lot of challenges because of that. But we're happy that of course we are working hard, officials are working hard, and we have overcome most of the challenges. So I do hope that this particular project of Dauki Shillong Road should be on track soon.
Menteri Rang ba Gejala ulong ba Sorkar Jela kadang kami benia biang ya kejing terwa bantau ya ke police station ke Batamai mereka thong jong ke Sorkar banta kalong ban penklanchwa ya ki thanat ke beladan lupa ke Jela bat bakin teri kampura. Ulong bagi dan komba hajar teligi kam ke bahap bantung haki kedan beper ki thanat bat ki outpost hakeleng ke benta jong ke Jela bat ke thong ke bah kemat ya kalong ban pendap syai ke nega kam bat ban pentikna bagin don bun ngot kinong trei kitiar kitar kikali kitiar siat bagajing ai jihikai bat barok kijing don kam kibladon lupa kide bentre kampura shispa nak shispa bat hadin kani an sepet kumno ban penklan bat ban penyar ya kitanan.
We have not yet examined all those aspects because there is a lot of demand for police stations all over the state, I, for one, am of the opinion that we should strengthen and make the current infrastructure in existing police stations and existing setups to its 100% efficiency, and then only examine about going further. So, as you can see, that we have almost close to 2,000, appointments to be made and positions to be filled up in the police stations and outposts in different parts of the state. So, my first target is to complete that. First target is to ensure that the enough manpower, enough machinery, vehicles, arms, training, all the basic necessities and all these different setups which already are existing should be at 100% efficiency. And then further we will look at how we can further augment and expand the police stations. But definitely it's under active consideration. But as I said, we have to do everything in a phase-wise manner.
Hakabayday bagajingtay kimadan nila akay hakjalaw Conrad kongkal sang maulong nalor ba kesorkar kelapnya cakmat bantay kijingtay kibabun hakikam nila akay. Kesorkar kadang mang syok bantay saya ki Indo Stadium hakaleng kejala Meghalaya bankentiu kesap nila akay kisamla. Ulong ba kesorkar kelapan kre ekatop bantay ya kijingtay kumba shapoh teli hakaleng kejala bat syan kikam kijam kinsa sedang no. Hakabayday bagajing temu ban penlong ya ke Meghalaya Games Hatura Conrad kongkal sangma ulong badang shen ulalum bagajing elang Hatura ban penlong ya ke Meghalaya Games bagajing penkrek lalong kebayat bed. Ulong bakan don gajing nabar bayakum kani kelumpung ele akai 4 penlong Hatura ya ke baon mane shim bentah hadu saw hajar ngut ki briew kumta ke sorkar kani trailang bat ki snong ki thau bat ki kenhuan ki school ki college bat ke sorkar kadang plek jingmut ha ke ban mang tengka na ke benta ban biang ke jakasa ki briew kenang bakin yo bansa. Ha ke bayday bagajing temu ban penlong ya ke National Games Menteri Rang ba ulong bagi kam kelayat kelenti ke babiang bagajing penkrek ban snai ki stadium ru kelanang ya cakamat bat haki henreu benai hado khatar benai ki banwan NCE ki jingkala ke bakrau haki jingtei beper.
But you know that we have gone for a large push for infrastructure in sports in the last many years, and that same momentum will continue this year also. So not only many stadiums are under construction, but many are going to be sanctioned also. We have already shortlisted close to about 40 such infrastructures throughout the state, for which the work will start very, very soon. So I had a recent review in Tura for the National Games. The Honourable Minister for Sports and other officials were all present out there, and the preparations are on track, whether it's the stay or the different logistical requirements. We have discussed in detail and all are under preparation, and so we should be ready in time for the games. We have a big challenge, of course, because hosting 4,000 people in Tura has never been done before at this scale, and hence we are looking for support from the community, from different organizations, schools, colleges, where we are investing in the infrastructure to accommodate the people so that they can stay there. And once the games are over, then those infrastructures will go to their respective organizations. So it's a win-win situation for everyone. So we expect the games to go well. But we are not going to leave any stone unturned, so we'll do whatever it takes to make the game successful. Second, of course, in the national games also, we are on track because our stadiums are under preparation, and you will see that within a matter of next 6 months to about 12 months time, you will see major change in the overall infrastructures and major projects be completed in the next 12.